Hey gardeners, it's Steven. Just want to let you know this is our 100th Barlow's TV video. I love doing them. I hope you love them. We're going to keep them coming. So enjoy this one. Hello, welcome to another episode of Barlow's TV, your local landscape and garden resource. I'm Steven Barlow, here to talk to you about creating a living winter window box. So, it's the end of the year, the mums are all done flowering, and you have a window box that you want to put something that's going to last all winter. Now you could put fresh greens in, which we do have some other videos on that, or what I have here is an array of plants that will live all winter long in your window box, and you can plant them in your garden in the spring or leave them in your window. These are living plants, they're miniatures, they're hardy to our zone. Most of them are as hardy from zone 5 to 8. We're right here in zone 6 or 7, and they'll do great in your winter box all winter long, and it gives you something a little bit different. So I'm going to pot this up, and I'm going to go through some different names of what I have here, and I think it's a great alternative to just putting Christmas greens in your window box and something kind of different that'll make it stand out. So you have your window box cleaned out, and it's empty, and you don't want it to sit in your house empty. So I actually have a new window box, and the first thing always when you plant something is drainage, especially when it's outside. This window box right here, I'm just going to pop this out just to make sure it has drainage, because although you're not going to water that this much in the wintertime, when it rains and you get water soaked in this, if it doesn't have drainage, it's going to freeze, and the likelihood of these surviving is going to go down tenfold. So make sure we always have good drainage in any container we ever plant. So I'm going to start with filling up with some potting soil. This is just some organic bumper crop soil. You know, I always say in all my videos and whenever I talk to my customers here at Barlow's, make sure you start your garden off, your window box, with a good foundation, good soil. So this is a great potting mix. It's got a lot of humus in it, a lot of peat. So I'm filling up my window box just to get ready to plant these miniature little evergreens. So when I say evergreens, you know, they're not your typical evergreen like your white pine or things like that. They're evergreen because they're green all the time. They never lose their leaves. So they're evergreen plants, not deciduous. So I have this all filled up, and I'm kind of going to start from the middle with, this is called a heather. So heathers are really cool plants. They're evergreen. They have these leaves all year round, and they will flower generally in early spring. This is starting to flower right here. You see it has a pink flower. And on all these little cones here on here, they look kind of like cones, they will actually be flowers. So this is a flowering evergreen that will flower. This one flowers actually in February, so that's when it will start to show off its flowers. So I'm going to start that with kind of my center of my window box just to give a little height. And you're going to pot this up just like you would any other window box that you have in your garden for spring or fall. Next plant I'm going to flank this heather with is a plant called osmanthus. Now, osmanthus is a great, it looks like a holly. Most people think this is called a holly. It's not. This is a great evergreen plant that I'm going to plant in this window box, but eventually will get larger, so something like this you will want to transfer it to your garden, but I think it's got some great variegated foliage. Once again, it stays like this all winter long, so it's really something different that adds a little character to your window box. So I'm going to pop this guy right over here, right next to my heather. I have one I'm going to put on the other side. And these plants are all under the brand Horticulture, which is a great brand that's sold only in independent garden stores like Barlow's or any family-owned garden center, so you won't find these in some of those larger stores. So we're going to plant this one right here, and already starting taking shape. So I have that. The next plant that I have in here is called an erica. Now an erica is very similar to a heather, where it's evergreen, and you just look at these little cigar-shaped things on there. Those are actually flowers. So this erica flowers more towards the springtime, but some will start to shoot out in the fall. So this is some like early spring flowering, but you're going to enjoy in your winter box all winter long. So I have this erica here, and I'm going to kind of put this guy right over here and kind of flank each corner of my window box. Once again, when I dig my hole, I'm just kind of pushing the soil back around it, keep my plants nice and sturdy. I don't want any air pockets in there, because air pockets are not good, because then the plant's not going to breathe that well. So I have this, it's a nice base right now. I'm just gonna add 2 other plants in here just to kind of show you guys how you can add more texture to it. Now this is a simple evergreen. This is a juniper. So junipers generally have different color, blue color needles. This is called Blue Star. It's a dwarf juniper, so it won't get very big. But as it gets cooler out, sometimes these leaves will have a brighter blue color. This is called Blue Star. Great dwarf evergreen. Now I'm gonna kind of sneak right here. This is a plant that, you know, after if I want to take it out of my window box in the in the springtime, I might plant this in like a rock garden or a miniature garden or someplace like that, because it will not grow super fast, but it gives you kind of that neat evergreen feel in this window box here. So my last plant I'm going to plant in here is called the silver tumbleweed. This is a really cool plant. It kind of gives that tumbleweed look, but it has silver foliage on it. So it kind of gives that little pop to this window box right over in here. So I'm going to bury this guy right over in here, kind of in front of my osmanthus and my heather over there, just to kind of give it some more character over there. So in my window box, it looks much different than you would see any other window box that you would have with your greens and things like that. Now let's say you like it, but there's some areas that need to be filled in. So what we call this is winterberry holly. So winterberry holly is a great plant. It's actually in the ilex family, but it's a deciduous holly. And in the wintertime, you get these berries. So they have the berries, and believe it or not, you will get birds that will come eat some of these berries. So if I wanted to add just some more character to this, I might put some of these berries in here. And they will last all winter or until the wildlife come and eat them away. But I think it adds some nice texture and some other colors. You bring that red into this window box right here, so you kind of have that red pop, and it's all natural. Now you can also take some other things. This is some yellow cedar. If you want to add some more color to it and stuff like that, you can start adding things like that, and you kind of get some more color and texture. So you can kind of see what I have going on here. I encourage you guys to check these out. We have a really nice assortment of them, and there's something different to add to your window box. So thanks so much for watching this episode of Barlow's TV, and enjoy your gardening. Have a great day.